for week 2, despite the technical difficulties. You know, I love technology. I really do. Technology is why we have sim racing, but it is fighting us today. We cannot hear the audio from so we can't really actually hear the audio from iRacing. So we're driving a little bit blind, but it's all good. We can see all the action. We're in control. We've got everything going on. We are back for the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup. This is round 2. We are in Sonoma, California, wine country for the Cup Long configuration of this circuit. This is another underutilized track. I feel like we got to have more racing here. I think NASCAR goes here. I'm pretty sure IndyCar does, but iRacing does not go through enough. I am your host, Jesse Liverburn, owner of Camber Caster and the proprietor of this league. Wanted to thank you all for joining us, and thank you to RacingCockpits.com for being our sponsor this season. We had an exciting race last time out. We were in Portland, Oregon for PIR, and it was great. So we had Shea A. McNeely coming in with the win there, followed by Javier Sierra in second, Taylor Jacobs in third, Sergio Orestes was in fourth, Amethyst Reese was in fifth, Jonathan D. Poisson was in sixth, Lewis Holloway seventh, Austin Shobi in eighth, Nathan West in ninth, Nathan Rondeau in 10th, Adrian Gutierrez in 11th, Ryan Lindsay in 12th, Victor de Guzman in 13th, Rick Mogstad in 14th, Joe Talaga in 15th, and that rounds out our starting lineup last week. So that is the order, that's how they finish, and that's where the championship standings lie. We use the IMSA point system here. So Shea McNeely is leading with 385 points, followed by Javier Sierra with 350 points, and followed closely behind Taylor Jacobs with 325. So it's 385 for a win, 350 for second, 325 for third, and so on and so forth. We already have an off. Sergio has gone off. Now this is qualifying. We got how much time we got left here?
It's looking like 10 minutes, just at 10 minutes on the dot.
That is my co-host Damian Reyes, who is feverishly trying to figure out our software system here. It has been fighting us for the past hour. If anyone is out there listening and you're in the broadcast world and you can help us out with any suggestions, I will absolutely listen to you for next time. But we're up and running. You're watching. This is the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup Open qualifying session. We're currently watching Austin Shobi. Brand new livery for him this week. He's rocking the Blink 182 pink livery. Looking good out there. You know we like pink. Our two colors are gold and pink. So we're hyped to see that. Now, Dame, you don't know this, but we picked up 3 extra drivers.
I'm seeing some names.
We've got Rain Woodside, Ryan Woods, and Mitch Mittens Crowther.
Okay, cool.
So we got 3 more drivers this session, taking us up to, I think we're at 18, 19 drivers.
Like that, yeah.
Good field filling out. Now this is going to be the last week where you can enter and you're not going to be impacted, because we do have a drop week, which means your lowest score of the season will be taken away, and the top 5 points, the top 5 points finishes that you've had will count towards your championship standings, where you will win. Not you out there watching, but the drivers here can win cash money. We're going to have cash prizes for the top 3 at the end of this season.
And I've already kind of noticed.
What you got for me, Daniel?
Well, we're seeing, obviously a lot of familiar names up front, but the order has switched around quite a bit, huh?
Yeah, Shea was the leader last time. He was pretty dominant. Come to find out later, and hopefully we can get the audio figured out. We can do the interviews. But Shea, the PIR, Portland International Raceway, was Shea's home circuit. When he's raced the most, he's actually raced on it. So he had a little bit of the home field advantage. Yeah, I don't see Shea out there. He might be running a bit late. Currently, we have Poisson on first with a 1:27.00. Quick time so far. I just published our lap guide for Sonoma, and I was able to pilot the Mercedes AMG around in about a 27.7. I think we'll see some 26s here. There's been some debate on whether or not we'll see some 25s, but so far, tight qualifying. We've got Ryan Woods in second with a 27.3. Oh, we've got an off there. We've got an off. Someone in the racing cockpits. Mercedes just went off. I think that was... he just changed his car. Oh, man. We're still working out the kinks on our replay system, too.
Oh, yeah. I think we've got a solution one way or another.
We do. We're going to try and get it working today. Try and get the live replays working today. But, bear with us. This is our first time broadcasting. I think we've done a pretty good job.
Hey, we've made it work.
So far, it has worked. Here is one of our new drivers, Ryan Woods.
It was a very nice livery.
Yeah, he was driving the Mercedes, and he needed a delivery, and I actually had some Mercedes ready to go, so he picked out his colors. His base color is a Nardo Gray and a metallic with a light blue chrome. Looking good out there, Ryan Woods.
We got third place.
Javier Sierra out there rocking the Mustang, the JSR Racing Mustang. I like that color combo. Got a few different, few changes in some of the liveries, but I think some returning drivers now. Mitch Crowther just jumped up, tightening up that field. I mean, there's less than 2 tenths between first and fourth.
Yeah.
So it's going to be competitive out there, and we like to see that. We didn't put any restrictions on iRating or any of that stuff that you needed to enter into this. So it's a mixed field. There's a range of skills out there, but we're seeing that everyone is being really competitive. One of the tricky things about Sonoma is, and Austin Shoby's around, spinning around like a record, playing Blink-182 off into the grass. But he needs to get a better time out there. He's currently running fourth. He's not bad. He's
not
only
too bad.
A tenth and a half behind.
No, that's a familiar livery.
Amethyst Race rocking the She-Ra livery once again. She was having some good battles with Sergio last time out. They were going back and forth, and she was holding off Sergio for a long, long time, and eventually Sergio got the better of Amethyst out there.
You know what I just...
What you got?
Nothing. Never mind. We're all good.
Okay. Let's check in some of the technical stuff.
Yeah.
We'll get it hammered out next time.
I was thinking out loud, guys. Forgive me.
So here at Camber Caster in Oceanside, California, if you're ever in the San Diego area, come visit us. We've got racing simulators. We've got a driver's lounge with a theater. We do watch parties, movie nights, game nights, events, and things like that. One of the big things we have coming up this weekend that I've been working really hard on, and it's been taking up a good amount of my time, is our massive Cars and Coffee with the boys from Throttle and WD-40. It's going to be huge. If you don't know who Throttle is, that's THROTL. And Sergio is around in the hairpin. That is a tricky corner here at Sonoma. It's going to be one of the crucial crucial corners for people to gain a position on. And what's tricky about it is there's a few different lines you can take. You can go really deep, cut back inside, and gain some straight line speed. But your trade-off is gonna be your pace through the corner into your exit. So there's some options in it. And Sergio tried to go a little bit quicker than he should. I think he's still warming up his tires, but a little spin there. Sergio's one of our pro drivers. Drives in the WTC series in a GR86, which you can see this Saturday at Camber and Caster, located at 3520 Seagate Way. He's bringing the GR86 race car for Cars and Coffee. We're going to have some special activations there. We're going to have some free coffee, some free donuts. We're going to have DJ, a photo booth. WD-40 and Throttle are going to be giving away some really rad limited edition merch. There's going to be some gift bags. And we're going to have some free hot lap sessions. Oh, he's getting held up by the Porsche there. So tricky to run open qualifying, but we wanted to create some scenarios where it's not just the fastest driver, it's going to be the drivers who can navigate traffic as well. Usually in iRacing, it is a lone qualifier. So you go out and you have a warm-up lap and you have 2 push laps, which is also how we do our hot lap sessions here at Camber Caster, which we'll be doing this Saturday for Cars and Coffee. And it's tricky. You got to warm your tires up. You got to get a push lap in, and you're usually warmed up on your second push lap. There's a really open qualifier to give these guys and girls some time to get some laps in, but also the challenge of navigating traffic there.
Was Ryan in first place already, or did he just snatch that? No, I think he
just jumped up. He was in second place.
I would like to bring up that there is not even a tent. We're talking about Sergio and Amethyst in the battle, the NSX battle. Sergio's in 7th right now, and Amethyst is in 8th. Just coming out of the pits here, and there's not even a tent between the 2 of them. So it seems like both of them are really...
Well, times are really tight here. I think we're going to see another NSX battle.
Lewis just split them, actually. So the gap between Lewis and Sergio is going to be even smaller. And Lewis was the next car actually up open there around. He goes, well, are we just bad luck tonight? I mean, I feel like we keep...
Commentators curse. It's real.
This isn't good.
It's real. You know what? We watch F1, we watch IMSA, we watch all these racing series, and they always talk about the commentators curse. And we're cursing some people out there. Cursing them up. But yeah, we're seeing our first 126.9 from Poisson. That's our fastest so far. And he's in the Audi.
Yeah.
The Audi.
Yep.
Which is a very underrated car. It doesn't get a lot of use. It doesn't get a lot of love. It doesn't get a lot of updates. So he, interestingly enough, was running some practice sessions with us at Portland. Decided to take a gamble on just checking the Audi out. See if he likes the Audi.
Right.
Felt comfortable in it. Felt quick and stuck with it. Now that being said, we do allow 1 car change per season. If you're in a car that's really just ass terrible, we'll give you a shot to get something quicker and be competitive. But I think for the most part, everyone's pretty even there. It's an open setup, so you can tune the car to your liking. And can we get the session time up on there? Is that possible?
I can certainly find it, I think.
This should be, right? We'll be more focused for... Oh, and it's over. So that was 20 minutes. That's the checkered flag.
There you go. Hey.
Do we have anyone on a lap still?
I don't think so.
Well, this has been an interesting qualifying. For a while, we had the first 5 positions separated by less than less than 0.2 of a second, which is next to absolutely nothing. So really great to see everyone's times are really close.
Yep.
Poisson came out and put a monster of a lap in with that 1:26.9. So this is going to be our starting grid for the race, our feature race, a 40-minute sunset session around Sonoma. So we're going to have Poisson in first with the 1:26.9, 0.4 behind. We're going to have Ryan Woods in the AMG, followed by Javier Sierra in the Mustang. Only 0.08 of a second behind Ryan Woods. Behind Sierra, we're going to have Mitch Crowther, one of our new drivers of the season here at Race 2 in Sonoma. 2.55 seconds behind Javier Sierra in fourth. And in the fifth, we're going to have Jacobs, followed by Shobi. Seventh, we're going to have Orestes. In eighth, we'll have Lewis Holloway, followed by Amethyst Reist. Then in 10th, we're going to have Nathan Rondeau, followed by Ryan Lindsay, then Adrian Gutierrez, Rick Mogstad, Victor de Guzman, and Joe Talaga. And then rounding out the pack is going to be Rain Woodside, our newest driver of the season. I've raced with Rain in the Foxteca series, and he's this good, solid driver, up and coming. I think he's going to be a dark horse out there today. You know, don't let the qualifying pace fool you. He's adaptable, he's quick, and he will come out swinging once this race gets started. So we're just transitioning from qualifying into the race session here at the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup Round 2 at Sonoma Raceway in Sonoma, California. We're going from north to south along the West Coast, United States of America. All right, we're just waiting for everyone to grid up. Takes a little minute, should go by pretty quickly. There might be some final checks of fuel, some checks of the setup, making sure they're on the right tires. The sun is starting to go down, so the headlights should start to be coming on here soon. We're going to have one warm-up lap followed by 40 minutes of action at the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup in Sonoma. Again, this is the Cup long layout, one of my favorite layouts here at Sonoma. Challenging. There's a good mix of corners. It's going to be real challenging. It's going to be a real good time. The interesting thing is there's a handful of blind apexes and blind crests. So that means we're going to see people coming around a corner into spins, and they're going to have to hope and pray that they can get around it. I think particularly it's turn 2 is going to be challenging. Is a good blind apex. I think 3A is another blind crest and apex. So, all right, looks like we are all gridded up for the race. We should be taking off here soon. We don't need to kick it in, do we?
I don't think so.
It went last time. It was pretty quick last time.
Yeah.
I missed the start. Okay.
Yeah, it was waiting on us. You got some madness going on towards the back of the pack here. What is going on there?
I think it's just dust. It's a dusty track.
Was that what that was?
It's just dust off of the entire smoke. It's smoking those tires to get warmed up. We've got a couple Camber Caster cars out there. Love to see.
It's looking good back there.
Lou is in his alternate livery. I think he forgot to change from his other league series. He does. He does.
Did he not have that one on last time?
No,
the yellow and blue?
No. Well, he did in the highlights because he switched out for Fox Teca, and then when I went and did my highlights after this, I gotta bug in to put the right livery back on in here. Everyone else is looking good. Everyone's got their racingcockpits.com banner on there. Good looking group of cars. So yeah, quite a change in lineup. You know, last time we had Shay. Shay's not racing with us today. So we only have 17 drivers. Look like we're missing two drivers. Nathan West, I know, is out. He said he was going to be out to working. And these guys, girls, gotta work to pay the bills and to buy these simulators. So we've lost Nathan and Shay are out this week. So we're going to have a 17-car field going at it.
All the cars leaving. It's kicking up all the dust. It is a lot. It is really dusty.
It is dusty. It is dusty. It is an underutilized track. So there's a lot of dust buildup out there. Crucial to warm the tires up because they don't have tire blankets in. So
right,
you know, going into a cooling track because the tires are going to be dropping down. Yeah, let's get a look at weather real quick. Let's see what conditions we're working with. Current temp 67. Ah, not so nice. Track temp is 69. Now that's nice. Mostly cloudy. Little 4-mile-an-hour wind, and then 76% humidity.
What's the oil lap times again that we had doing qualifying?
26.9 was fastest from
26.
Poisson in the Audi, which was surprising. Audi, you know, from all the statistics, the Audi is going to be better than the car this season. So it's going to be interesting to see how it holds up. But he was looking good out there. He's the first car to hit 26. So he's quick. He's quick. Now, can that translate to racecraft?
I mean, we'll see. I mean, really, with that kind of time, I mean, really, you just need to kind of survive the first lap or two, kind of build yourself a gap.
Safety car is in. That means Poisson is going to control the pack. He's going to go on the green. Hopefully everyone stays in line. Hopefully everyone gets a good clean start. Let's hope for a clean lap. Well, what do we say? Good luck, have fun, don't fuck up. Turn 1, here we go. Race 2 is underway at Sonoma. Jonathan Poisson absolutely took off. Will that translate into race pace? Newest driver, Ryan Woods, not too far behind. 0.6 of a second there. Oh, and Amethyst is around. She got spun. I'm guessing we don't have a replay.
No.
What does a replay button do? It did something.
Oh, we're about to see the replay?
Oh, we are.
Oh, okay. Well, here's the replay, folks.
We figured it out. Oh, and 2 cars went.
Yeah.
2 cars went off into, again, that blind turn 1. And, all right, fucking worked. We'll have to change that graphic. Pardon my language. That was excitement. That was excitement.
Well, looks like we got a battle for 3rd place here between Javi and Taylor.
More good close racing. You know, that's been the thing I've been impressed with these drivers is they know how to battle, and they battle clean. I was going through the highlights the other day. No one threw any unnecessary dive bombs. There's no dirty racing. We've got a good grid of really great, really respectful drivers. Because that's what it comes down to. Yes, it's a simulation, but you want to treat this with the same respect you would out in the real world because you're racing people. That's Shelby.
Who's behind him?
So we've got NSX following back, followed by Mustang, followed by Ferrari, and a good mix of cars too. And a lot of times what we see in these leads is everyone picks the meta car, which has lately been the Mustang. Last season it was the AMG, but everyone went a different route. We got Fords, Porsches, Corvettes, Acuras, Mustangs, Ferraris, Lamborghinis, and right now Audi is in the lead. So Poisson's pace is holding up. He's still in the lead. Gap staying about 6. It is coming down though. It is coming down. Ryan Woods is starting to catch Jonathan in another Camber Caster. I gotta make him a new livery. I threw that one together real quick. I gotta jump into the Audi.
Oh, the chase down is real. That gap was a second, not even a lap ago. So
Ryan Woods coming out swinging. He's one of the new drivers this week. Mitch Crowther, Ryan Woods, and Rain Woodside. Rain's already made up 5 places, and we lost a driver. We had 17 drivers. Who did we lose?
I don't think we lost anybody.
Oh, was it just bad timing?
It might have been because of us.
Oh, it was me.
Yeah.
I am number 17. We didn't lose anybody. Oh, new fastest lap from Jonathan Poisson, a 129.09, setting the pace right now.
Running from this Mercedes.
He is. And this is going to be interesting. Like I said, I feel like the Audi does underperform. Oh, we got Joe Talaga off. What happened there?
Not too sure.
I guess we didn't go back
damage?
far enough. I don't know. We're working the kinks out. Change that graphic too.
Yeah, right. Is it just me? He is. He's going really slow. I wonder if there's damage or something.
It doesn't look like it. Maybe. Hard to tell. We'll have to check back in with him, see if he ends up in the pits or not.
Everything looks good up front. Everything looks okay in the rear.
Maybe he's just being hesitant, warming it up. You know how we say you got to warm it up. You got your cold tires, cold brakes.
All right, how's Amethyst doing? Is the comeback drive? Is it going to be similar to Lewis Holloway's comeback drive last week? You remember that?
We had a few comeback drives because Lewis came back. he took some damage early on, but luckily he took damage right at the pit entry, so he didn't have to get. He wasn't put too far out.
Right.
Yeah, there we go. That should sound better. You know, that was what we figured out last time. We're audio levels were a little funky. We're getting it figured out. But yeah, Amethyst is trying to mount a comeback. She had a spin. We had 3 cars go into each other. Currently, we're seeing.
We got a battle between Holloway and Lindsay.
Ryan Lindsay and Lewis Holloway out there battling. Ford versus Ferrari. We've seen this before.
And, we got somebody off in front of us. Who was that? We do.
Sergio. What happened there? I think we're going to go further back.
Let's see. We'll go back here. And I think he just had...
just the wiggle.
Touch of the brakes.
Little wiggle went off.
Something.
But he kept it out of the wall. That's important.
That's huge, actually, keeping it out of the wall, because that can decide whether or not your race even, still continues. I know a 40-minute race isn't the shortest race in the world, but it's definitely not the longest, and an accident like that can really...
still playing the replay. Are we not
can really mess that up. We should be live now.
Okay. We'll get it. We're going to have this completely dialed next week, folks. This is only our 2nd time ever broadcasting, and not to pat ourselves on the back, I think we've done an okay job.
Yeah, I would say it's not too bad.
New fastest lap from Jonathan. He is pumping these laps out. He's already got us down to our pace of 27.4. Ryan Woods is right behind him. He's gotten that gap down to 3/4 of a second. Last time we had Shea run away with it.
Pretty much.
He ran away with it.
Much different battle for the lead here.
And again, Shea's gone this week, so we're going to see a different winner. But, it's a battle of Mercedes and AMG.
These guys are really, really driving the cars here. I mean, the Audi's pretty quick, huh?
It is. And we got some other close battles between Lewis, Holloway, Ryan Lindsay, and Nathan Rondeau. 3-way battle for, was that 7th place here?
They're all pretty close. This is probably the tightest pack, I guess, if you would want to call it, in the field right now, I think. We got a couple people racing close for 12th and 13th. And 4th and 5th is actually
we have a pretty good battle for 4th and 5th. That's Mitch Crowther and Jacobs.
Yeah.
Taylor Jacobs. I'm starting to learn everyone there.
Oh,
he is right up his butt. Oh, he spun him. Oh no. Mitch Mittens into the back of Taylor Jacobs. Let's see what happened there. Let's get a replay on that. He's in close behind into turn 11.
You're just a little too close there.
I think, I don't know. I think Taylor might have let off a little bit, spun him around. We may have our first incident review of the season. We'll see.
I mean, and that put Taylor Jacobs back a considerable amount, 10th place now, and it looks like
he
the
lost
gap
5
to the leaders
positions off of that.
Yeah, they were 4 seconds off the leader. Now that almost 13 seconds off the leader.
And I know Mitch. Mitch is a good guy. He's a nice guy, an honest racer. I think it's a tough one. It's a tough one, and that's tricky. When you're racing someone from behind, the car in front is also racing for someone from ahead. And you have to remember, going into a corner like that, they're on exit mode, and if there is any let off from Taylor, Mitch isn't going to expect that. He's going to expect full throttle down the straight, have at it, push, and I don't know. I'm going to call that one a racing incident. What are your thoughts on that one?
I mean, I think, coming out of that corner, obviously the car up front was having an issue maybe with traction or grip or something. They clearly weren't on the throttle all the way. I wouldn't think that the driver was, halfway on the throttle for no reason.
Yeah. You never know, because a lot of times you adjust your steering angle with the throttle. So maybe if he's understeering, he's letting off slightly to not hit the wall, because that exit out of 11 can be dangerous because it's a fast exit into a wall. There's no runoff there. And if you hit the wall, you're busting the car. Simple as that.
Uh-oh.
Oh, we got another off. Nathan Rondeau went off. I don't think
And
that was.
something actually happened there. I'm not sure what it was, and I kind of want to take a look at that because he came off the track, and maybe he was just on the wrong line.
Is it just traction?
I'm not sure. Let's see.
He doesn't have anybody around him.
He's really inside on the curb there. Oh, maybe traction?
Oh, yeah, he got a little bit unsettled on the curb. For those of you who are new to racing, or maybe you don't race in sim or race in real life, driving a car at the limit like that is all about weight transfer. So when you hit those curbs, it really unsettles the car. It's going to cause some things to happen. What do we got for my man?
I think we got a leader change, and I'm not sure when that happened.
Oh, we do have a leader change.
All that yapping that we're doing.
I know. Are we able to get that?
I mean, maybe if it was in the last minute. Do you want to check?
Let's give it a shot. He's got some gap because, I mean, Poisson is now 3 seconds behind.
Yeah, I don't think so. They were super close to each other, so he must already be ahead. I wonder if Poisson went off somewhere or something.
Must have, because now there's a 3.7 second gap. I wonder if there's contact again. We'll have to take a look at that later in the highlights. What lap was that? What lap are we on?
We are currently on lap 8, so it must have been on lap 7.
Lap 7. So keep that in mind, folks. We'll go back and we'll try and get you that lead change on lap 7. Let you know what happened there. New leader is Ryan Woods, brand new driver to the season. But, you know, Poisson's still there. He could catch back up.
Absolutely. And we still have a crazy battle going on for what would be 6th place now, with Lewis Holloway leading the way. I think we were at 7th last time. I think maybe Sergio going off gave them that position. I can't remember. Somebody got lost there in that battle, because now it looks like we only have 2 cars. But either way, Lewis has still got somebody breathing down his neck one way or another.
Yeah, currently we've got a battle for 6th and 7th. We also have a battle between, almost a 3-way battle for 8th, 9th, and 10th. More really close racing once again. Oh, we lost Rain Woodside. What happened there?
Not too sure. It doesn't look like they're in pit lane.
Maybe another connection issue. We had a couple connection issues last time as well.
Uh-oh, I'm not able to get a different driver here. Oh, I just moved it.
Oh, did we lose control? Are we live? Check that we're live.
Yeah, we're live.
Okay.
I just lost control of all my stuff.
No, it changed it. Change your camera. It's on scenic. There we go.
Okay, there we go. Sick. All right, we're back. Hello. So, yeah, there's a pretty big gap now. 4.5 seconds just about between Poisson and Woods. So, I think something definitely happened there. But other than that, we have a pretty small gap between Lindsay and Holloway still. I'm kind of wondering at this point, has Lindsay just not been close enough to actually make a move?
Is he biding his time? Is he waiting for the perfect opportunity?
Still got a lot of time left, 27 minutes. So
a smart racer will wait and take their opportunity, not just dive it in there, because you can't just throw it in on any corner. That's how you cause incidents. That's how you cause collisions, and could potentially ruin your entire race. You know what they say is it's not won on the first corner, but you can't lose on the first corner.
Yep.
So I think we may be seeing a little bit of gamesmanship here. Oh, he's going for a move on turn 11. He's definitely coming out of turn 11 faster than Lewis. But are we just seeing a better pace out of the Mustang?
That might be what it is.
Straights?
The Mustang is pretty quick right now on the straightaway, so I wouldn't doubt if that's what's keeping Lewis kind of alive here with this 6th place position. But we'll kind of continue to watch this and see what unfolds. I mean, at this point, I think any mistake between Lewis.
I was just trying to see how much time we have left in this. I thought we had that before,
right
didn't we?
I think.
Oh, there we go. There it is.
Where does it show up at?
It's right here. Session status.
Oh, cool. Yeah, it shows up. They can't see that. They can barely see it.
Go to settings. Sorry, folks. And then member graphic. And then it's going to be...
I don't know if we can because it's going to move everything together.
Give the Y a little click. Oh yeah, huh? Drop the whole thing down. Just drop the whole thing down.
How do I drop the whole thing down?
Either plus or minus.
Plus or here?
No, on Y.
Oh.
Yeah. It's moving it. Yeah. A little more, a little more, a little more, a little more, a little more. There we go.
Cool.
All right, now we know how much time is left. Bear with us. We're going to hammer out all the kinks. You know, it's like Jurassic Park. Sometimes the dinosaurs get out. The power goes out. At least here we're not, killing anybody.
I know, right? I mean, those pesky dinosaurs. Nathan, actually, I kind of want to see. I wish I could see position gained for, one person. Let's see. Imagine that.
Well, whatever happened between Woods and Poisson, they're staying together. So I wonder if there was like a spin or something like that. Their pace is pretty evenly matched.
Right.
It's just going to come down to consistently. Who can consistently drive this pace the rest of the lap? I think right now our closest battle is between the two Corvettes of Crowther and Shobi.
Where do we see those guys at? Here we go. Yeah, we've got about just under a second between these two guys, and then Rondot's about half a second behind Orestes.
So we're about 17 minutes in. The current leaderboard is Woods, followed by Poisson, then Sierra, Crowther, Shobi, Holloway, Lindsay, Orestes, Rondot. We'll have to ask Nathan what he prefers or what it's pronounced. Jacobs, Reese, de Guzman, Talaga, Gutierrez, Mogstad, and we can only assume that Rain Woodside is out because he lost his internet connection. I don't think he rage quit,
Hopefully not.
And I don't think he got a penalty or disqualified. We'll have to look at that. Do we see? Does race control show us if there's any disqualifications or anything?
I don't see anything at all.
What about, do we have anything in the events there? No.
I don't think so.
Interesting. Well, we'll have to touch base on that later.
This is getting pretty close, though, between these two. And actually, Sergio lost the position, it seems. And he's
going on the inside. They're making contact up, but we missed it. Oh, more contact.
Oh, no.
And Taylor is being thrown around some more. Taylor is not having a good day today. He's been spun out. He's been beaten up.
So it looks like Sergio's
making a move
one
towards
side.
the inside.
Yep.
Nathan kind of pinched him off there, but fair racing, hard racing. And I think, yeah, you know what? More racing incidents. I don't see anything too bad.
So we got these two side by side again.
Taylor Jacobs just tried to get in there and make some moves and hit that curb, threw himself off. But a big battle between Sergio Orestes and Nathan Rondeau.
Looking inside, and he's just
more contact.
Goes.
Oh, he held it. They're still going. Incredible.
Out of gravel they go.
Incredible. Nathan actually managed to hold the car from spinning out, used Sergio as a bit of a block, but we're getting another week of great racing at the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup. This time in Sonoma. My God, look at that. That was a gnarly slide up the hill.
And, looking at this, I don't
see too much damage.
I don't think that there was any contact. I think actually looking at this, what we saw was Nate maybe lost traction there or something.
Pushed a little bit too hard. This is a tricky section. Going up that hill, you're off camber, you're on camber. Yep, he just lost it. Spun around. Real clean, real hard racing, just like we like to see.
And while we were over there talking, we have another little gap here. And, it looks like, is that Shobi who's going to be moving slow? It is. I wonder if there's any damage or anything going on there.
Is he still on the same? He's not on the. Yeah, he's on the same lap. I don't see anyone's lapped yet.
Not too sure what's going on, but that's actually caused a bunch of cars to group up here. Lewis Holloway looking to the inside, and he gets that position. That was going to be an overtake on Lindsay. So Lewis Holloway had actually lost sixth place at some point, and that was the overtake to regain that. And the gap for him to Shobi ahead is actually not that far away, so we might see Lewis battle for 5th here soon.
Well, then we have Lindsay and Jacobs battling it out behind them as well. Lot of good battles going on. I am really enjoying this season. You know, no one's really running away with it. You know, some of the field is spread out, but they're still giving us an amazing show as the sun sets here at the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup in Sonoma on the Cup Long configuration. And we're seeing a massive gap open up between Woods and now Sierra. Something must have happened. Poisson and Sierra have swapped positions.
Was that recent?
It must have happened during the last battle. I don't know. Let's see. Do we have anything on that?
I don't think so, because Poisson is already...
Yeah, he's already ahead. Sierra's already ahead of Poisson, so we can't have it there.
We've been watching the action in the back. We're missing the action up front.
There's action all over the place.
I know. We need more eyes.
We gotta figure out this replay situation so we can catch all of these things.
Right.
I think you found a solution to us. This works for now.
Yeah.
We'll figure it out. But right now, let's see. Our closest battle is going to be Shobi and Holloway, and also let's check in on Rondo and Orestes. They're still out there battling it out.
Yep, and it looks like that gap hasn't quite closed back down to what it originally was, but I'm sure once Sergio kind of gets his, gathers his senses again.
Yeah, I'm not seeing any damage on Sergio or Nathan.
Nope. And Ferrari's looking mighty clean itself, which is pretty surprising because, I mean...
And damage is on, folks. We don't run a no damage league here. We want to give everybody a challenge. We do help out by giving the drivers unlimited fast repairs, but that means they still have to go into the pits and do those fast repairs. Amethyst Reese is in there holding on to P11.
Yeah, and as the gaps across the field actually kind of open up, every gap we have now is either right at or over a second. Amethyst kind of has one of the closer gaps.
Well, we're just past the halfway point now, so I think people are starting to settle in, starting to get into a rhythm. They're going to have to start thinking about where to make their moves, where to find some improved lap times. We haven't seen a new fast lap yet. I think that's still does Poisson still have the fast lap?
Yes, Poisson still has the fastest lap, and that's going to be that 27.5, I do believe. Or no, I'm sorry, actually, Ryan Woods has the fastest lap right now, and it's a 27.5.
Ryan Woods out there in the Camber and Caster AMG Mercedes.
Oh, yeah, you know what? I was wrong. Poisson does have the fastest by a 10th. So
that's what I thought. I didn't see a new fast lap notification pop up.
27.4 right now from Jonathan Poisson, and maybe that lap will stay. I'm not too sure really how we got here to third place, but the fastest lap is sticking, which that makes a statement. That's a statement.
And I'm not seeing any damage on Poisson's car. Oh, Sergio and Nathan are back at it again. This has been an exciting battle all race long. We saw Nathan lose it, hold it, keep it from getting away from him. Sergio, the experienced pro racing driver out there, being given a run for his money. Now, mind you, this is a battle for 10th position, gets you into the top 10 there. This is going to be our closest battle of the race right now. Everyone's kind of settled in and spread out just a bit. And something we don't normally see, Acura NSX versus Ferrari. Was it the 488, right?
Either that or the 458.
No, it's 488.
Okay.
So the 296 is the Ferrari Challenge one.
Oh, wait, it is the 296.
This is the 296.
Yes. But the 296 challenge is different. They're the same,
It
but
is.
different.
This is the 296.
Yes, this is the GT3 296.
It's all numbers.
It is.
It's all
What do they even
numbers,
mean?
You know.
So this gap has, well, I was going to say it has opened up a little bit, and Amethyst there under a second joining the party from behind these two, but
She could reap the rewards of a heavy battle between Sergio and Nathan. I mean, sometimes that's what you got to do is play the patience game. Wait for the two cars battling each other because they could spin, they could have an off, they could give an opportunity to give Amethyst a free two free positions potentially.
Well, if these two guys up ahead,
we're still on. Your mic went off. You put your mic in. Unhook it and hook it back in. We lost. There is no buttons on it. Well, the fun continues. We lost Damien's mic. We're going to try and put him on a different channel.
battle.
There we go. We lost that channel.
Are we there? We are. Three-way battle here as we come back. Amethyst did work her way in. Sergio, it looks like he might draw the shortest stick here. We'll see. Amethyst gets into
more
Sergio
contact.
a little bit. Super close racing here. And while this is happening, Nathan is going to be able to get away. And I'll be honest with you, we still have 13, 14 minutes left of this race. If you're Amethyst behind Sergio and you're a little bit quicker on pace, what do you do? I mean, do you go ahead and make the pass, or you try to work with Sergio to catch up?
Well,
any fighting they do is just going to slow them down.
Well, you want to make a smart pass, you know, because you do have time to work with here. You still have 13 and a half minutes to go. So you don't want to throw it in on something with low, high risk, low reward type of move. And Amethyst is another one of our experienced drivers. She's driven Sonoma. That's right. This is Amethyst's home track. Amethyst has driven Sonoma in real life. She's probably got the most experience of anyone here at Sonoma. So she's going to know where to make the moves, where to throw it, where to be patient. And we're going to see potentially something bold happen in the next few laps if she feels like she's got the place to make the moves. But evenly matched cars. Now open setups, so we don't know how differently Amethyst and Sergio are tuned, but equal machinery. And we got more battles going on. This is going to be between Lewis Holloway and Taylor Jacobs, Porsche versus Mercedes. Taylor's throwing it in there. He's getting close, starting to make some gains on Lewis. But Lewis is strong in the Mustang. We've seen it before. He knows how to put that horse around the track.
Oh, wow. It looks like he got a little loose there on the brake tap, actually.
That is a tricky section.
Well,
that whole turn 6 is it's challenging because you kind of want to be in the center. It's high, medium, high speed, and you're trying to get it just right. There's a few different lines you can take. And if you go offline, it's going to be dusty. It's going to be low grip. I think we saw that there.
And I think that's even a harder thing to do in the Mustang just because you've got so much weight up front and it's all just raw horsepower.
Yeah, you get on the throttle and it just wants to freaking spin on you.
So we've still got somewhat of a battle back here with Sergio, and now it looks like Reese. Or has he caught back up to Rondot?
No, he's caught back up to Nathan.
To Rondot.
Yeah.
Sorry if I keep saying that incorrectly. And
it's either Rondo or Rondot. I think it could go either way. What do we want to decide?
Let's go Rondo.
Rondo.
Just because I feel like that T
silent.
It's got to be
French or Dutch or something like that, right?
Well, it's Nathan.
Yeah, but
maybe we should never ask him, and it should just be up for speculation the whole season. Is that disrespectful?
I don't think he'd care. He's an easygoing
guy. So
Mr.
Rondo.
Nathan Rondo on Sergio Orestes, technically Perez.
Yep.
Checo.
And Amethyst is creeping back into the back of the picture here as Sergio is sizing up Mr. Rondo. Reese slowly slithers her way back into this battle, and we're probably
throwing those S's out there, man. You're giving yourself some unnecessary tongue twisters.
We're gonna see what happens here.
Well, they're pretty far from the seashore, so she won't be selling those seashells
Yeah,
by the
right.
seashore. Amethyst Reese out there in the Shira. In the Shira, selling that's even worse, man. Shira selling the
Shira selling seashores down by the seashore.
I fucked it. Sorry. I fucked that one up. All right. Still battling out there. I did notice that Poisson was starting to catch up to Sierra. He was less than a second a minute ago, but he's now back up to 1.2 seconds behind them. We're still watching we were watching our closest battle out there between Amethyst Reese, Sergio Orestes, and Nathan Rondo.
We actually have a closer battle here between these two going for 7th place.
Taylor Jacobs and Lewis Holloway out there going at it. You have two different machines. We've got rear engine versus front engine, German versus American. It is a battle.
Yep, it's on.
And we're going to see who can come out on top here. Of course, Lewis Holloway is one of the drivers on our sim racing team, Camber Caster sim racing team. He was absent for the Spa 24, but he should be with us for. Is he going to be at 6 Hours Road America?
He is. He's going to be with us.
Oh, coming in close there.
He'll be with us there and Daytona. We got that Daytona coming up, which, by the way, was so exciting. Won't get too into that, but I was so bummed. I had post-Spa blues so bad, dude.
Yeah, because Daytona was your first 24-hour race with us.
No,
right?
It was the second.
Because you did Monza. You did Monza. That was the first
Daytona,
race.
man, what a good time.
Daytona was the first race for Athens.
Yes.
That's right.
And I've already put down some pretty quick times.
There we go. What car are you running?
I was running, I think I was just in the Porsche or Mercedes. I don't know. I can't remember. But quick laps were had. I promise you.
Still hard battle going on between Sergio, Nathan, and Amethyst. They've been right there all race long. And I think it's just going to come down to when does someone want to make the move. They're running out of time, 8.5 minutes left to go. It's not a lot out of this 40-minute race, but you know they're bringing it, giving us a lot of action, giving us a lot of really, really great racing. Oh, let's go check in on Poisson. He's catching up to Javier Sierra. Of course, Poisson was our leader. We don't know what happened. When we transition from the race to the interview room, which I promise you we will get working today. We will have our interviews today. I hope. Cross our fingers. We'll have to find out what happened there, but we'll try and scrounge up that highlight from lap 7 between Ryan Woods and Jonathan Poisson. Right now, Poisson is trying to hunt down Javier Serra, get back into P2. He still has a podium.
Yep.
And he's got a good bit of a gap behind him, 5.3 seconds to Mitch Crowther in P4. And so far, Poisson's been consistent. He hasn't done anything huge. He's keeping those lap times in. He's just trying to get P2 back. I think unless something really crazy happens, this should be our podium.
Right.
But it's going to be a matter of who's in second, who's in third, because Ryan Woods has absolutely taken off. He's got an 11.3, 11.4 second gap. Now, is he coming up on lap traffic? I don't think so. I think the lap is too long for him to come up on lap traffic, but you never know. And right now we've got Amethyst Reese in there making some moves on Sergio. This is a three-way battle that just keeps going back and forth and back and forth, and it is absolutely exciting.
Keeps you working. It keeps you working in the car for sure. You're constantly checking your left, your right mirror. You're checking the front view, the rear view mirror, but you're also trying to look ahead on the track, looking for the curbs, the apex points where you need to brake. Is the person behind me going to dive this time? Nope, they're going to fall in line. So a lot of things kind of to consider.
Well, and then we had something else happen. Lewis Holloway's back down 11th. Wasn't Lewis running around with Jacobs for a while?
He was, and we can see maybe if we can capture that in the last minute or so.
No, it's been a while.
It.
It's been a while.
I did notice that he lost a position where he was battling up near 5th place with Mr. Lindsay, so I'm wondering if those two kind of got into it.
They must have, because him and Lindsay were battling, and now Lewis is following all the way back behind this battle here, which is still really tight. Less than a second between Rondo, Orestes, and Reese. Here, once again, at the exciting RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup, brought to you by Camber and Caster.
So right now it does look like Sergio's fastest lap is not even a tenth really quicker than Amethyst. So they're really running around the same pace. And with Mr. Rando in there kind of mixing it all up.
Oh, he's making a move. Sergio is going up the inside of Nathan. We're going to have a battle, potentially three-way battle up into T1. Is Nathan going to let him go and be patient? Is he going to fight it? He's going to have Amethyst Reese just behind him. Is it going to be a double overtake on Nathan? It could be. He's going to have to put in some serious defense to keep Amethyst behind him because obviously that NSX has some pace against the Ferrari, but he is holding in there. Amethyst is holding back, and Sergio makes the position. Oh, and he's going to lose another one to Amethyst. Or is he not? They're still battling. Nathan and Amethyst going at it corner after corner, and Amethyst just barely pulls out ahead. We've got 4 minutes, 55 seconds left to go. This has been some incredible action between these three drivers and some amazing, amazing racing here at the RacingCockpits.com Pacific Cup.
And it looks like he's actually going to go back in here. I mean, he's going to have to find a move soon. We've got just under 5 minutes left in the race. Amethyst is going to want to be catching up to the Orestes, but I don't know if she's going to be able to with Rondot right there on the coattails. I mean,
I think we're going to see what we saw last week. You know, Amethyst and Sergio were battling in Portland last week, and once Sergio got ahead, he got that clean air across the front of that nose on that NSX, and he was gone. But we do still have a battle for second place between Poisson and Javier Sierra. Another show of strength from the Audi. He's keeping up with what looked to be a very dominant Mustang. You know, Lewis was looking to show some pace there. Are we seeing the same thing where the Mustang's got the straight line speed, but the Audi R8 has them in the corners?
So these two gaps or the two fights that we have going on right now are going to be the closest. Reese is just under half a second from Orestes, and Poisson is just half a second behind Sierra. Now, one of these battles have got to pop off before the end of the race, and it's just a matter of whether or not we're watching the right one, I do believe. I think there will be moves made here. You've got half a second gap on the car in front of you. You probably have that little bit left in the tank.
Oh, and Poisson went off there a little bit. He's going to open that gap up, but he didn't lose too much.
Still there within 6/10. Still going to be in a tow on any of the straightaways. Is there enough speed for any tow around here?
Kind of. I mean, it would be the start-finish straight.
Right.
Best chance for tow, but it's like an arcing. You know, it's not a completely straight. And this would be your other chance right here.
And we'll see the gap's going to be closer here between these two than they are up front at the moment. Both of them are around the same. This one's going to be just over 4/10 between Orestes and Reese. And again, just like the battle kind of going on, or the battle that's going up on ahead, it kind of, you know, just been simmering for a minute now.
Yeah, I'm trying to keep an eye on Poisson and Sierra. They've built up a little bit of a gap. It's gone back up to 6/10.
A lot of fluctuation going on right now. With this battle ahead, it kind of seems like they might be on the same pace.
Are they catching up to traffic? Who's in front of them? They must be catching up to traffic because...
Yeah.
Oh, no, something happened to the leader. Something happened to the leader.
Mr. Woods?
That time is dropping. Let's go check on Woods. That time is dropping. He's losing tenths. Oh, he's catching up to traffic. That's what it is.
Yep, I was going to say, it looks like he's racing somebody from the back of the pack.
I don't think it's going to be enough traffic to bring back P2 and P3, but you know, he lost about a second and a half lap trying to navigate the lapped traffic there. And he's made his way past Mogstad, Gutierrez, and just made his way past Talaga. So he's got some monster pace in that AMG. Looks like Poisson is catching back up to Sierra. And it's a matter of just finding the right place on the track to make your moves, because you don't want to make a move that's going to take you out. You got to be smart. And I think I'm going to say this, smartest field of drivers I've seen out of a league, to be quite honest.
So far, yeah, I would have to agree. I mean,
I've raced a few different leagues with, you know, different ranges of drive.
We got a potential dive on the inside here. And, you know, I was just going to say before we started to get onto that other topic, you know, you do want to make a smart overtake. But at this point, we've just got 50 seconds left. Next time around, it's probably going to be white flag. So something's got to happen. If anything's going to happen, it's going to happen on this lap. Here, you're going to have to decide whether or not you had a good race or whether or not you still need more. You need to risk more. You need to push more. You know, Poisson, I think, started in first, right?
He
or
did.
Was it, or was
he
it
did.
second?
And then
Because Ryan Woods came. I think Woods started in first.
Yeah, and Ryan Woods must be catching up to traffic again. He's losing tenths again. And we should see the white flag on this lap or probably the next lap.
Good exit's going to be key here for Poisson.
And right now, this is our closest battle. Something happened with Reese and Orestes. The gap is open up to 1.3, 1.4 seconds there. We're too busy watching this battle for a second for too long. We'll have to catch that one in the highlights later this week before race 3. Which, by the way, race 3 is at one of my favorite tracks, an all-time favorite track for a lot of people. Laguna Seca, the brand new Laguna Seca, recently released from iRacing.
Minor changes, but if you know, they're important changes.
They are. Big improvements, graphical improvements. A few of the corner profiles have been improved and made to be a bit more accurate. Now we're going to see something interesting here. We are on the final lap. We are watching our closest battle. This is the battle for P2 on the podium here between Jonathan Poisson and Javier Sierra. We got Ford versus Audi, and they're catching up to lap traffic. They're going to have Joe Talaga right in front of them. We're going to have to see how they navigate around that, how Joe navigates with 2 cars battling behind him. You know, you can't make the pass on a lap car in the corner, but what's going to happen is it's going to make Javier, oh my God, and Poisson is going to make the play using the lap traffic. Oh, Joe's in there putting it in. He's trying so hard to get out of the way. And Jonathan Poisson takes it in the last corner. Oh, no. Oh, no, we cannot do that. We hate to see it. He tried to throw a block on Javier, and he took himself out. Oh, my God. Fifth place. Patient Mitch Mittens Crowther ends up taking the last place on the podium. Into the last corner. Same thing we saw earlier with Mitch. Man, what a race.
Yeah, that was really close.
What a race.
Still, like, really almost confused what happened there at the end. I mean,
so I was watching it, and basically what happened was Javier and Poisson came up to lap traffic.
Right.
Javier was getting a little bit impatient.
Okay.
He tried to get past the lap traffic. Poisson was really smart in there. I'll give him that.
Right.
He used the lap traffic to throw a pick and ended up getting the position.
It says we've got him at 9th.
Poisson?
Yeah.
Oh, he lost a lot of places. He lost a ton of places on that. A ton of places.
Close racing. It can happen.
A ton of close racing. And basically what happened was they were going to the start-finish line. It was a drag race to the finish. And unfortunately, Jonathan threw a little bit of a block on Javier, jinked back over, and kind of took himself out, unfortunately. And here comes the donuts. We got our first place car doing the donuts out there. And let's see if we can get into our media pen and get some interviews going. I'm going to switch my headset real quick. So I'm not going to be able to hear you. Let's get me over into. No.
An interviews channel in Discord.
I guess
Wait,
they'll
Mitch,
pull me
did you
in
actually get
interviews.
first?
I got third. That was actually a
But
pretty
only
good dive. Bro, I just got butthurt. Holy crap.
I only got third because the actual third run out of gas.
Wait. Who got butt hurt? Sorry, were you talking to me? Can I explain Can I explain what happened to me? like why I dropped from P1 to P nothing? Yeah, that's me.
Is that you?
I'm trying to talk. Yeah, I had a speaker fall from the heavens in front of me, land on my control box for my VRS wheel, and I had no force feedback. Every once in a while, the wheel would kick left, and it would just not be able to shift.
Check.
Even on the back straight there, Sergio, like my wheel kicked left. I was trying to let you go.
All right, can you guys hear me?
Yeah.
Great racing. I can hear you now. We fixed that. We've had a little bit of technical issues, but can I have P1, 2, and 3 go meet me in the where's the interview room? Meet me in the interview room. Podium interviews, please.
You can click
Congrats, y'all.
as well.
Congrats.
All right, have a good night, everybody.
Okay, you too.
Great race, guys.
See ya.
Can you hear me?
I can hear you, Ryan.
All right, cool.
Mitch, welcome to the podium. Unexpected P3 at the end of that. Is Javier hanging out? We don't have Javier. He's not on mic. So we've got with us here, everybody, we've got P1 and P3 at round 2 of the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup. This time we're at Sonoma. How are you guys doing after that race? First off, Ryan, congratulations on the win. There's you and Jonathan Poisson were out there battling for the longest time. We didn't catch what happened when the lead changed. Can you give us some insight on that?
I think he had some technical difficulties with the rig, from what I heard just then. Yeah, no, we were duking it out pretty good for 10 minutes or so, and then he kind of started making a few mistakes. I'm like, okay, well, I might have a chance here, and then he kind of just pulled over and let me by. So I just took it and ran with it.
Yeah, we're trying to figure out if there's like a spin, if you guys made contact or anything like that. But I think what worse than making contact on track is having a technical issue. We've had a couple of drivers with technical issues. We saw Rain Woodside drop out, maybe another technical issue, network connection, something like that. But man, once you got away, you were gone. I think you were up to like 11.5 seconds at some point, and just took off. This is your first race for us here at the Pacific Cup. You joined a week late, but as everyone knows, there is a drop week, so you're ineffective. Last chance to hop in and still have some points. What were your thoughts about this course and this race session?
Oh, I bought the track about an hour before the race, so that was a little bit of a worry. But no, it was good. It's fun to race at. Yeah, and guys seem really clean and some really solid drivers in here.
Yeah, we were making comments about, honestly, in the leagues that I've been in, this is probably the smartest field of drivers that I've seen. Mostly, I think across the board, nothing but clean racing. Everyone's being patient, taking their time. They're showing moves when they need to show moves, and no one's doing anything unnecessarily and causing any real sort of chaos. And it was 40 minutes of, I'll tell you, nonstop action. You guys up front for the first 10 minutes, and then down the field we had a lot of good battles. Now we'll go over to Mitch Crowther, who was awarded a P3 finish because of a little incident between Jonathan and Javier at the end there. They were battling out for P2, came up on some lap traffic, and coming around turn 11, I think it was a drag race to the finish. It looked like Jonathan tried to squeeze out Javier and made some contact. We'll have to look and see if it was a net code or if it was just legitimate contact, but ended up spinning himself out, went into the wall, went from P3 down, almost P2, down into P9. How was this race for you, Mitch? Also a new driver for us this week, part of Skidmark Sim Racing.
Yeah, great racing out there today. Really enjoyed the track. I'm pretty unfamiliar with it as well. It's only my second time driving out here. But yeah, I was in the right place at the right time, taking advantage, and ended up on the podium. So happy to be here, Jesse. Thanks.
Yeah, congratulations, man. You know, it shows patience pays off. You know, one of the I do a lot of coaching here, and one of the things I try to drill into the drivers I coach is patience. And it's something that you really have to learn because obviously as a racing driver, we want to be the fastest, we want to make the moves, we want to gain positions, but it never happens on turn 1, it never happens on lap 1, and patience always pays off. Perfect example of that tonight. And it's interesting. The two drivers with the least amount of seat time at this track ended up on the podium. Really incredible, Ryan, that you came out, only bought the track today, and you threw down a monster lap, and you showed actually a master class of how to drive Sonoma here at the sunset session that we put together.
I appreciate it. Thank you.
And Ryan, do you have anyone you'd like to thank? Anything you'd like to say to our audience out there?
No, I don't think so. No, just thanks for watching, and we'll hopefully have some good races the rest of the season.
How about you, Mitch? You got anything for our audience?
Yeah, thanks to Camber Caster putting this on. This was a really well organized session. Had a lot of fun out there. You shouted out Skidmark Sim Racing earlier, so big props to those guys. We race every Sunday as well. And then I did want to say I had a little tangle with Taylor Jacobs earlier. We had a lot of close racing there at the start, so apologies to him. Got a little bit close on the exit of the hairpin there.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, I forgot to mention that. I kind of got off track there, but you and Taylor Jacobs had a little bit of battle out of T11 too. We were watching it. We did manage to get our replay working. A little bit of a technical issue this time, or we'll get it hammered out next time. But it looks like maybe he let off the throttle a little bit, kind of got into it. It's hard to see. What was your view of that incident?
Yeah, I think it was just a case of I got a better exit. He got a little bit of a wiggle coming out of the corner, so just mismatched speeds. Unfortunately, not a lot of time to react. But yeah, it was a great run. Couple laps of being right on the rear bumper. Really good racing there. So these things happen. It's unfortunate, but it looks like he was able to recover pretty well.
Yeah, from our view, it looked like just a racing incident. I think I agree with you there. It looked like he had a little bit worse of an exit, a little bit of wiggle. I'd imagine try to adjust with his throttle and just a bad set of circumstances. But yeah, again, more strong racing. And I want to say thank you to you guys for coming out. Ryan, thanks you for joining our two new drivers of the season, coming out and showing that they're not here to play. And yeah, again, Skidmark Sim Racing. We've raced with you guys at the Spa 24 this last weekend, which was sketchy. We look forward to racing with you guys again. They also have another league that they run on Sundays. And thank you guys for coming out. Great work today. Gonna rack up some big championship points because Shay, who run last week, wasn't here this week. So we're going to see a big shift in the championship standings with Mitch and Ryan making up some gains there. So good driving, guys. We hope to see you again next week. We'll be at Laguna Seca once again for round 3 of the racingcockpits.com Pacific Cup, hosted by us here at Camber and Caster. And if there's nothing else from you guys, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up. And as we say, as you go out on track, you're going to have cold tires and cold brakes. You got to warm it up. Thanks, guys. Good racing. And we'll see y'all soon. We'll see y'all next week, Thursday at 7 p.m. PST. All right. Bye, guys.